It's the capital of the state of Amazonas, and it has become an example of the failure Brazil has to cope with COVID-19. Dozens of victims of the disease are being buried in the cemetery every day. William de Almeida lost his ankle in the past days. He has now been authorized to bury him here.
The bodies are being buried together in these mass graves. They're left in containers. There are 3 containers here. Sometimes the funeral home staff can't come in. They stay by the entrance and the coffins are stored inside these containers until they can be buried.
On the same day, relatives of those who died say the names of those buried were being put in the wrong coffins. COVID-19 apparently arrived to the city in the heart of the Amazon imported by a woman who traveled from London. 1 month and a half later, hospitals are trying to cope with a spiraling increase of infections. Jorge AKEL says the whole system is failing.
Manaus had an average of 28 to 35 burials per day. Now it's more than 120. It doesn't mean that all these people are dying from COVID-19. There are other causes of death, but it's not being checked. The post-mortem examination system is lacking.
Far-right President Jair Bolsonaro is a strong opponent of isolation and has dismissed the virus poses a real threat for Brazil.
Hello, I'm Sebastian Salgado.
Famous Brazilian photojournalist Sebastião Salgado and dozens of public figures signed an open letter to the Brazilian government, calling on officials to protect the nation's indigenous people with limited access to health care. They say they are at risk of genocide. Many indigenous communities are located not far away from Manaus.
Unfortunately, I don't see it with good eyes. The doctors, the professionals, some government officials are trying to do their best. But I think things will worsen until the 6th or 8th of May. The curve will continue to rise.
A curve that has already taken thousands of lives in a country where the president seems to be on denial about the tragedy his people are facing every day. Teresa, Al Jazeera.